Um, okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome to K Trade Institute. Welcome to K Trade Institute. Let me go to good. Let me see. You're welcome. You're welcome. But for now, if you can see my chat and hear my voice loud and clear, please let me see hi on the chat session. As we are waiting, if you can see, yeah, Boss, you are welcome. DJ Boss, you are welcome. My only one friend. You are welcome. You are welcome. Falaki. Yeah, you are welcome. You are also one of my friend. And then the junior, you are a new member for me. You are also welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Let's wait about 5 minutes and see whether our friends can join us. I hope you can all see my chat. If you can see my chat, let me see. Yeah. Okay. We thank God. We thank God. What am I looking for? Okay. Let me see. Code. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We don't have time, so I think we can start now. I haven't do any analysis of good for now. Let me reset the chat. Okay. Okay. Let me use GP. Euro USD. Okay, yeah. Let me use this. Yeah, okay. Thank God. So now we can start. Let's start. Today we are just going to look at order block. Order block. It's a very simple, but if you are plus action trader, you need to also know something called order block. Because if you're a plus action trader and you're always looking for support and resistance, you may mess up. Because if you ignore order blocks and then the equilibrium, but today we are going to look at the order blocks. The next day we will look at the equilibrium too. Okay, let me see whether I can get. We are going to look at order block. It's a very short lesson. I would like to take some questions or where I am. Sorry guys. Can we see my chart? If you can see my chart, please type hi. If you can see my chart and hear my voice loud and clear, please type hi. If you can see my chart, if you can see this, if you can see my chart here and hear my voice loud and clear, please type hi. Can we all see my chart? Can we see my chart? Okay. Let's start. We don't have time. Let's start. Today we are just going to look at what? Order block. Order block. If you're a plus action trader, you need to know something called order block. Many traders don't know. They try to ignore this is a very it's very important. It's a very important. If you're a class action trader, you need what to know something called what order block. So this is what we call the order block. When we say order block means it's an area of a market which price always try to retrace back, like collecting some liquidity from there. It's an a market area which price always try. If let's say the price, if the price is uptrend, it will retrace to collect some liquidity from that zones, that the lows shadows on the on the chart. So let me change to the um let me go to monthly time frame so that we already know how to analyze, how to use the top down analysis. I want to show you something. It's something king when you say the order block. Let's say if the price is what downtrend like this, looking at this area, looking at this space. When you say order block is what is the last kinky of the what is the last kinky of the chart. Let's say the price is what coming down from here. The price is coming down from here. So the order block, we call this area void. We call it void. It created a void here. It's what a down. It's only bearish candlestick coming here. The last candlestick of the bearish candle called the order block. The last candlestick of the what? The last candlestick of the last kinky of the what? The bearish candle is called what? Order blocks. Like this one. I'm talking of this one. Oh, why? Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah. If you look at this one, you see the last kinky of this one, the last kinky of the bearish candlestick. If the market is coming down, let's say if the market is going down like this, the last kinky of what the bearish candlestick called the order block. The last kinky, you see that there's a liquidity in that zone. No matter how the price will move, how the price will go, the price will come back and retrace on the same area. Looking at this kinky, you see that price what came back and what respects that kinky. You see that it go back, it retrace, it break this this consolidation zone and came back to what respect that kinky. Let me zoom out so that we can see it clearly. Yeah, so this is what we call what order block. You see that this is the last kinky. Let me delete everything here. Let me try to delete everything here so that you can get to understand what I mean here. Yes, order block flow is the same as order block flow. Yes, the order block is the same as the order block flow. Yeah, Yeah, the order block is the same as order block floor. It's the same as order block floor. So looking at this candle here, look at this kinky. You see that there's what? The last kinky. Sorry guys, my laptop is giving me tough time. Looking at this kinky. Oh. You see that there's the last candle of what? The bearish candlestick here. This is the last candlestick. Looking at this area here, you can see that there's the last candlestick. Looking at this bearish here. Okay. From here to here, you can see that there's the last, this candle, this red line is this last bearish candlestick is what? Is the last kinky of this candlestick. And definitely when we say order block is what? The last candle of either bearish candlestick or what? Bullish candlestick. So this one is serving as what? The bullish candlestick, the bullish order block. This candle here is serving as what? The bullish order block, the bullish order block candlestick. This candle here, this red candlestick here, serving as what? The bullish candlestick. This candle is serving as what? The bullish order block. So when you trace this candlestick, you can see that price sit from that area and retrace the same, retrace on that zone. It get rejection on that zone. Let me zoom out so that you can get to what. Yeah. Looking at this area, you see that price retraced the same area. It retraced that area. It went back. The price reversed from here. Then it came back to what? Respected that order block zone. It came back and what? Respect that order block. So let's say you wanted to take an entry from here, and you get this candlestick here. You got this candlestick here. You see something like this. We sometimes say what? We trade when price break out, then retest, and then what? You buy from there. Whenever price is what? Consolidating like this, we buy on the what? Retest. Whenever price is what? Consolidating like this, we always say we don't trade when price is what? Buying here, and we also don't trade when price break out. Right after the breakout, we don't make an entry, but we wait for what? Retest. So that retest should be what? It either should be what? The last kinky of what? The bearish candlestick from here. We see that this is the kinky. This is the last bearish candlestick. And we got this last candlestick here. You see that price came back and retest that exact area. Can you see that? And retest, it gets rejection here. So where this is an area you need to what? Place your buy entry. Then your stop loss should be what? Below the low of what? The bearish kinky. Your stop loss should be what? Below this kinky. So when we say you are a price action trader and your mentor told you that whenever price is what? Consolidating like this, if price within this price like this, going up, being a choppy here, and he said if price break out like this, we buy here. Always Price action, we said we place a buy entry here, but definitely maybe there will be a a bearish kinky around this area. There will be a bearish kinky around this area. So if there's a bearish kinky here, definitely we are expecting price to push to this a bit to here, to around this area, respecting the kinky. Then we buy from there. So sometimes what we do is that we sometimes place a pending order. We sometimes put a pending order entry here. We place a pending order entry here, so that when price hit that area, then it started buying for us. So when you place your entry here, definitely there will be a low at this kinky. Anytime a bearish kinky, anytime the order block form, because the price will come back or collect some liquidity, there will be some lows. Let me go back so that you get to understand what I mean here. Let me give you a typical example. Let me give you one example here. Look at this kinky. You see that there's the last candle of the bullish candlestick. From here, the price started buying from here. Price started buying from here to here. So this is our last this is our last kinky of bullish candlestick. Can you see this candlestick here? This is our last kinky. So definitely there will be a liquidity. So this candlestick alone is serving as the order block. Order block floor. The order block floor. This candlestick is serving as the order block floor. So definitely you can see that price retraced. Price came back and retest exact zone. Can you see that? It came back and retest the lows here. It's happening always. It's always happening this way. Price always moving in this way. So it's always collecting some liquidity around the zone. You see that price came back, retest the zone, and then drop down again. Retested the zone and drop down again from that area. So when we say order block is whereby there's a void candlestick. When we say order block floor, is the last candlestick of a void candlesticks. It's a last candlestick of a void candlestick. When we say a void candlestick, is whereby when we say we are in uptrend, it's only a bullish candlestick we are going to see. And if there is a downtrend, it's only a bullish candlestick we are going to see. So the last candlestick of that bullish candlestick, or the last candlestick of that bullish candlestick, is what? The order block floor. So whenever there's a retracement, there will be the rejection will be on that exact candlestick. The rejection will be on that candlestick. The rejection will be on that candlestick. Looking at this area, this typical example from here, you see that there's a void candlestick. This candle is a void candlestick. So looking at this area, you can see that this area also respected a certain area. Let's read and see. You can see that it definitely respected a certain area. This is the last low. So looking at this place, can you see that? You see that? You can see that it respecting this last candlestick kinky, respecting this kinky here. When you go to the low, you can see that respecting this candlestick here. So the order block is what? Always the last candlestick of what? The bearish candlestick. The same thing happened here, going up here. The same thing happened here. This is the last bullish candlestick here. Can you see it respected what? The body. Respected the body. So this is the last kinky of what? The bullish candlestick here. And price rejected on that zone. So whenever the price changing direction, if there will be a trend change, that order block candlestick what will break out. It will break out and serve as what? The alternate candlestick. So what that means that, let's say we having a certain candlestick. Let's say we having a bullish candlestick going up like this. We having an uptrend like this. If there will be a trend change, definitely, let's say there is what? An order block around this area. Let's say we having order block here. So we are expecting price what? To came back and test that zone and continue again. If, let's say, if the price broke out, if the price what? Break that that zone. If the price able to break that zone, that area, that kinky, that bullish candlestick, that was we are expecting to serve as and what? A bullish candlestick or what? Or now going to serve as what? A bearish candlestick. The retracements, there will be a liquidity around that zone. So definitely the retest will be what? That zone, that area. So the trend development will begin on that area, that exact area. The trend development, we are always saying that before you can place an entry, you should be what? Make the trend your friend. So if whenever there is a trend change, a certain order block will break out. A certain order block will get breakout. If that order block breakout, meaning we are expecting price to retrace and respect and collect some liquidity from that area and continue to order or opposite of what? The trend, and continue towards continue on the opposite of what? Or the trend. Let's say we having an uptrend here. We are expecting price to hit this area and continue pushing up. But unfortunately, price able to break out here. If price break out, then we are expecting price to what? To respect that area again, then continue downtrend. Please, do we understand? If you understand what I mean here, please type hi. Please, do we understand here? Do you understand what I mean here? Hello? Okay, I'll go back. What that means that let me start it over so that you will get me very well. Let me delete everything so that what that means that when we say order block flow or order block flow, is always the last candlestick of what? The bearish candlestick or the bullish candlestick. So this is our, looking at this chart, you can see that this is what? Our last candlestick of what? Bearish candlestick. You can see that this candle is what? Our last candlestick. Oh. you can see that this candlestick is what? Our last candlestick. Looking at this space, you can see that this candlestick is what? Our last candlestick here. This is our last candlestick of what? Bearish candlestick. And we say that the order block floor is always the last kinky or the last candlestick of what? The bearish candlestick or the bullish candlestick. And looking at this place, you can see that from here, we having what? A void candlestick, which is continuation of what? The bearish candlestick. It's coming down, it's coming down, down, down. And right after this candlestick, we having what? A bullish candlestick here. And it started what? Consolidating around the zone. Price started what? Consolidating around here. So we haven't, looking at this place, you see that it was some consolidation around this area. There's consolidation here. So definitely we are expecting price to what? To break out, either breaking down or breaking what? Up, then continue the trend. And we are always saying that whenever we having a breakout, whenever we having a breakout, we are expecting price to what? To retrace, to give us a retest before we make an what? Entry. Before we make an what? An entry. And now we now knowing a certain candlestick called what? Order block. And that order block, there will be liquidity from that candlestick. So definitely price will retrace and collect some liquidity from that candlestick. And now this is our what? And this is our last kinky of what? The bearish candlestick here. So if there will be a breakout, definitely the price will retrace on that zone. If price break down, if price able to break down like this, if price break down and continue the downtrend, if let's say we got a breakout around here, definitely the retracement will be what? On this area. Because why this area? We haven't what? The last kinky here. We having this last kinky here, and it's going to serve us what? A bearish candle, and going to serve us what? A bearish signal. So definitely there will be a retrace, there will be a rejection around here and continue the downtrend. We are expecting price to get rejection here. And if the price break out, if price break up, meaning we are expecting price to come back and retest this zone, this area, and continue the uptrend again. It came back to retest this area, then continue buying again. So let's see, let's trace and see whether price get rejection on that area. You see that this is the area. This is the area of the candlestick. So when you place your entry here, when you make your entry around this area, your stop loss should be what? Your stop loss should be below the low. Your stop loss should be what? Below the low. Your stop loss should be what? Below that kinky. It should be below this candle. It should be low here. Meaning that if price able to break out, then we are going to what? Get a rejection, or we are going to get what? A change of what? Of the trend. So looking at this area, you can see that price able to what? Rejected, price got rejection on the same area we expected. Can we see that? You see that price get rejection and on the same area. So meaning we expecting price to push up here, then it will definitely will come and correct. We are not yet on the equilibrium. So here is equilibrium. When you get to equilibrium, I will explain to you. Here is equilibrium. Price will retrace and collect some liquidity from the equilibrium area and continue buying. But now we are looking toward to only the order blocks. So next week we are going to look at what the equilibrium, then we touch to the order block so that we know what to do. So whenever we see an order block around this area, definitely price will come back and retest that area. Can we see that? You see that price gets rejection on the same area, the blue line. Price came back after the breakout of this area, this consolidation. Price came back and what retest this area again. So many traders will try to place an entry because they will start seeing some rejection around here. No, as a professional pure price action trader, that person will what will mark this candlestick out. That person will mark this only candlestick out and be waiting that price was supposed to be what retest that area, and before he or she will what make an entry. So right after the price retest this area and seeing some rejection here, looking at this here, all the price action traders will started to placing an entry here. Then they will place their stop loss below this kinky, this candle. They will place their stop loss here, meaning that we are expecting that if price able to break out that area, meaning price will going to what will going to fall, price will continue going down. So the stop loss here help us to what detect error of what setups. The stop loss help us to detect the errors of setup. So whenever you get an entry around here, meaning your stop loss should be what below that KK, then we are going to continue to buy. Please, do you understand now? Please, do we understand now? Is there any question? DJ, sorry for your network, but I will record and post it on the Telegram platform so you can read it. Yes, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself, then you ask the question now, because I think time is up now. If you have any question.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
I'm listening. Yeah, please let me hear you. Hello. Yes. The order block the same as order flow. It's the same as order block flow. Yeah. Please, there any question?
About the hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm listening. Junior, do you have any question? Junior, if you have any question, you can ask. I think it's time now. Let us get a new link for for questions and answers. So let me end up this meeting, then I'll get you a new link for question and answers. I'll get you a new link for question and answers.